Good morning, dear friends. Here we are, a new day, new beginning, and renewed opportunity to be encouraged to move forward in life. Let's not get discouraged. Yes, this is Carlos Torres Pastorino's message in the book Minutes of Wisdom. He says in chapter 264. Never be discouraged. Although your pain may be insuperable and without remedy, it will end and joy will come back to your heart. There's no eternal light that is not succeeded by the light of a radiant day. The past sufferings we keep only fainted remembrance. This will happen tomorrow with your sufferings from today. Give all your problems to God, that with His compassionate hand will heal your pains. Think about this. Remember the times in which we were in the past suffering so deeply. Today we may probably have scars of it, but those times no longer hurt in us, hopefully. What is hurting today has an end. It has a deadline. Every suffering has a deadline. Every suffering. There's no eternal suffering. If we go to the book Heaven and Hell by Kardec, phenomenal book. Every book by Kardec is true wisdom. He's going to say that it's a fallacy when people think there is eternal hell, eternal suffering, eternal punishment. No, there's not. The consequences of our actions, they have limited reactions. Exactly. They are proportionate. Exactly. And make no mistake, God is love. But Vanessa, how does God allow little kids to be murdered brutally at a dance party? Well, friends, we cannot explain it, but we can reason it and say there is no justification for such a heinous act, but God knows that those kids are not gone forever. As we can read in the book Paul and Stephen, at the very moment of the first martyr of the Christ movement on earth, Stephen, at his death, Emmanuel describes the presence of angels, the presence of Jesus, and they are bringing relief to his pain. We need to pray for those who commit such heinous crimes, because they are just beginning the march to a very difficult time. Because guilt kills us. You know it. Guilt is the worst enemy we can have inside of us. So today, we'll be encouraged by looking at ourselves in the mirror and saying, I am a child of God. I have full potential to do things I don't even know of, but with the guidance of the guardian angels, I will fulfill my duties today. And through my diligence and my loving care in each and every dutiful action, I will be encouraged to give another step. We are experiencing right now the Olympic Games in Paris, France. And it's one of the greatest opportunities to see the much we are capable of, and we didn't know we were capable of that much. A pregnant woman in the games, who could ever imagine that possibility? People who overcame political, emotional, social issues to be there. The critics mounting on athletes, and they overcame their very obstacles. So, friends, we are also athletes before God. We can also do things that we don't know we're capable of. We're talking about wonderful things. But to achieve it, we need to do what the Olympic athletes are doing: effort and repetition. Daily effort and repetition to fulfill God's will on earth. Let's look at ourselves in the mirror and say, I'm a child of God. I have full potential to do the good. God, use me as your instrument. Shall we do it? Yes. Let us then pray, feeling the blessings that come from on high, encouraging us to the blossoming of our divine essence. Dear God, thank you for this lesson that encourages us to the marathon of virtues in our lives. We visualize ourselves more patient, more understanding, less reactive, kinder, more forgiving, more loving, more charitable, and certainly becoming peacemakers. May today we gain new steps toward those wonderful meadows of your love. We feel the presence of your loving angels, the spirit doctors, nurses, and therapists, applying energy medicine onto us, enveloping us in wisdom, kindness. And we feel your loving care, enveloping us in radiant light. We visualize our families, friends, communities, workplaces, sprinkled with your love, uniting people in goodwill. Thank you, God, for the gift of this new day, for the wonderful opportunity you're granting us to be here in this reincarnation. May we use our time wisely, managing every minute with love as you taught us, and practice deep patience with ourselves and everyone we encounter. We feel this peaceful moment and rejoice, and so be it. Yes, the encouragement to do the good. Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining us in this moment. We are together. No matter where you are, in this world, we're together in this frequency, the frequency to be encouraged to our best. Let us see ourselves in the future and push ourselves to those moments in which we'll be ever more virtuous according to God's will. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Lu. Thank you, Felipe. Thank you, Ebony. Thank you, Slavic. Thank you, Valéria. Thank you, Kátia. Thank you, Rita de Cássia. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Dani G. Thank you, Narciso. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, Falky. We wish you all, live and on demand, a beautiful day, a wonderful night, and always be encouraged to be a child of God. Thank you, friends. Stay tuned tonight at Kardec Radio. There is more with Kardec and what is Spiritism.